أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا ادخلوا في السلم كافة ولا تتبعوا خطوات الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين. Surah Al-Baqarah. Allah said in this ayat to the people who are with Iman, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, O people with Iman, O believers, Aman nudkhulu, enter. Nudkhulu mean enter. Fi silm in Islam. Enter in Islam, kafa fully. So you just enter in Islam fully, completely. So you can see the something that makes obstruction or retardation or that stop a person to enter in Islam fully. So that is the shaitan and the nafs of a person. So the shaitan is the main enemy of the person. So that stop a person not to enter fully in Islam, not to follow everything of Islam. Just only we can see now people, mostly people, they are just for they say we are Muslim, just only by name. Inside is like this is the example is like a drum. You can see the drum. If you beat the drum, you can get the sound a lot, but inside is hollow, is nothing. So similar is like this. If a person who by name Muslim is like a drum, so you can hit it or beat it, so you can find a lot sound of too much sound. But they say we are Muslim, we are a good Muslim, we like, but inside is nothing. When you ask some questions, they are unable to answer. Even if you say translate the Shahada, is unable to translate that one because what is the meaning of that? So when a person is not to know what is the really meaning of Shahada because entering to Islam, how is possible that person may be the a good Muslim in future and that person you expect maybe the person who is like a nice Muslim and muttaqi or something. So Allah said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu udkhulu fis silmi kafa. O believers, enter in Islam fully. Wala tattabi'u, and don't follow khutuwat shaitan. Khutuwat mean the ways or the the like we say the Allah's way is only sirat mustaqim, the straight line, straight path. But this is khutuwat mean the paths or the ways of shaitan. Khutuwat is shaitan. So wala tattabi'u khutuwat is shaitan, and don't follow the ways of shaitan because shaitan has different type of attractive situations where the shaitan attract the person to make him or her to cross the boundary of Islam. So that is the main thing shaitan do. Like one of them is like today is like a Valentine Day, and they say just make the friendship with other sexual friendship with male, female, male to female, female to male. So what is the reason for that? When is that is completely forbidden in Islam. If a person is just to follow shaitan, automatically that person will be in the group of shaitan because Allah said shaitan is not your friend. And what is shaitan? Next Allah said innahu lakum, no doubt, lakum for you, adu mean enemy, mubin open. Is innahu lakum adu mubin, no doubt shaitan is your open enemy. Open enemy is like the it is like every time is open on the way where you are going everywhere shaitan is with you. So if you are with Allah, like you recite Allah when you are eating, you say Bismillah Rahman Rahim, you enter in home with the name of Allah, then shaitan is away. So when you are with Allah, you remember Allah, then you are protected fully. But when you are away from Allah, and then you are with shaitan. So that is the thing. So this way, then shaitan can do anything. So this way, we must have a link, the strong link with Allah, so that will protect us from different type of problems that comes in this life. So protection is just from Allah. Allah will help us, and just lot of angels of Allah protecting us already, and Allah's special help comes to the person when a person is with remembering Allah every time. So even the bad custom and traditions or bad activities or evil practices, these are totally forbidden in Islam, and we are not to cooperate with those people who are spreading up those type of activities within the society. So like in Allah said in Holy Quran, وَلَا تَعَوَنُوا وَلَا تَعَوَنُوا بِالْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. Uh, so is وَلَا تَعَوَنُوا, so you are not allowed to cooperate. Alal ismi wal udwan, you are not allowed to cooperate in sinful thing or bad deeds. So cooperation in sinful things, bad activities, so or bad things, or anything which is forbidden in Islam. So cooperation is not allowed by Allah. Allah said, if a person is Muslim, not allowed to cooperate with any person who is promoting something that is against Islam. So if a person is following that one, it means that person is just doing the work of shaitan. So promoting the shaitanic activity, or in other words, is crossing the limits of Islam and making other people to cross it also. So if he or she is doing that type of activity and inviting others to do that one, it means that person is shaitan and also doing the work of shaitan, because Allah said motivation of a person, or persuading a person, or you can say promoting someone to do some type of bad activity, and this is the work of shaitan. And like this is like a waswasa idea that makes a person to do bad thing. So this is the thing that shaitan do, like Allah said in Holy Quran, that min sharril waswasil khannas allazi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas minal jinnati wan nas. So this shaitan is not only from the demons or jinn, but that shaitan is also from the human beings. So this way, we must be careful in these activities. If we are just to promote some type of evil practice, or any custom or tradition, or the bad activity which will spoil Islam or cross other people to the limits of Islam, it means we are doing the work of shaitan, like Allah said, min al jinnati wan nas. So shaitan is, some shaitans are from demons, from the made up fire, and some are from min al jinnati wan nas. Nas mean the people or human being, so they are from human beings. So they are doing the shaitanic work. They are also shaitan. So this way, we have to look what we are doing. So we are human being, are nice slaves of Allah, or we are the slave of shaitan. So because what we have to assess ourselves today. And then Allah said in Holy Quran, La taqribu zina. La mean no, taqrib mean qareeb or near. Zina is sexual intercourse. You are not to go near the sexual intercourse, not to go near that. This Allah said. So it means some type of things that makes a person go near to that evil activity. Allah said you are not allowed to. So, like for example, if a person is just to look, the male is just to look the female, and the female is just to look the male. So that is forbidden in, if we read Surah Nur in Holy Quran. Allah said, "You are just to keep your eyes down when you are male and you are looking at the females. You have to bow down. You have to keep your eyes down and not to look that one. Maybe if you look again, then the emotional sexual activities may arise in your mind. So this way Allah said you are not allowed to look again. So one time if you look, then if you start looking second time, then you are doing sinful activity. And a Muslim person who is just to make the purification like eyes purify, because some Muslim people, when we say that, they'll say we love the holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam a lot, we want to see Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in our dream. How is possible that person to see Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in dream with the eyes? Because eyes are sinful, ill, and already doing the bad deeds, because what Allah said, you are not to look, but people are looking again and again. So it means the eyes become sinful. So sinful or filthy eyes, how is it possible to see the purified personality of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the dream? So this way, if we want to look at Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in our dream, so we have to make our eyes so much purified that those must have a so much good pure quality, so we may be able to see Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in our dream. So similarly, if we want to listen something from Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in our dream, so we must listen the good things from the people. So we are not to listen the bad things, or ill things, or the things which are like sexual things, or talking, or some conversation, or bad things. So we are not to listen those one, because if our ears are listening is relating to that one, how is possible this filthy ears they can listen the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, from Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam something? Nothing. Then is problem. So we have to look what type of activities we are doing, and how much influence of those activities we are placing or penetrating in our body parts, and how the body parts we are making them are purified, or we are making them mixing with the bad and like evil practices. So the dots of evil practices, we are making them white, or we are darkening it. So this is the thing we have to look, we have to assess. And even the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam also said that if man tashabbaha qawma fahuwa minhum, if a person who just make a similarity with any nation or any person, so at the day of judgment that person will be with them. So if our activities, our love, our ideas, our mind is with someone who is not Muslim, or who is in the group of shaitan, if we are in love with that, we like so much that thing, so automatically our inclination, our motivation, our trend towards that is more, so that will attract, because inclined position is towards the bad activities that will cross the limits of Islam, and at the day of judgment we will be with them also. So this way is a man tashabbaha qawma fahuwa minhum. If a person is just to follow the other people or other nation who are doing wrong activities or wrong custom traditions, any type of traditions, even this is Valentine Day or some other day, so or any other activity, so automatically that person is crossing the limits of Islam, and relationship with the Islamic activities is going off. And the main thing is that the Muslim person is shy, because Allah is watching every time. Like Allah said in Holy Quran, Wallahu Basirum bil ibad. Wallah mean and Allah, Basir is just to watch. Bil ibad to the people, like we people, we slaves. Allah is watching everyone. So Wallahu Basirum bil ibad. When Allah is watching us, So we can't see Allah, but Allah can see us. What are we doing? So it is shameful thing if a person is doing bad activity and Allah is watching. So Allah is the witness. At the day of judgment, when Allah say, I have seen you, you are doing this type of bad activity, what will be answered there? And because of that bad activity, if Allah is sending to the hell, and we have no any answer, we have no any reason or any suggest, we can't suggest anything that will save us that time. Because if Allah say, I was just watching you, because Wallahu Basirum bil Ibad, Allah said in Holy Quran that I am watching every time. What are you doing? So this way, so we have to look how much haya is in us, how much we are shy. Also, we have to look what is the position in our mind with respect. What is the respect of Islam in our mind? What is haya or shyness or shame? We like we are. So we have to look this one. So this way, when Allah is watching us, because Prophet ﷺ said that al haya min al iman, haya is from iman. So if we have no haya, haya mean like shyness, like we have to feel shame when Allah is watching us and we are doing bad activities. And it's in something we are doing any type of bad activity from our any part of the body. And some people they say, okay, we want that the good body purified. How is purification possible? When purification is only possible when all of our activities will be good. And some people who are just to buy the gift for those people who and to promote the like these satanic activities, bad things, friendship, the body friendship, and then the sexual relationship, and just to promote that one, and they have to buy different type of gift, and then they give to the people, and so that their relationship with the bad activities haram should promote. So that is this type of spending is haram. Like in Quran, if we look at Surah Bani Israel 26 and 27 ayat, Allah said, "Wala tubazzir tabzira," and you are not to allowed to spend something which is not needed. And Indal Mubazzirina, no doubt the people who spend without any use, like the things which are buying or which are not allowed in Islam or which are no need. So those people, Indal Mubazzirina, who do this activity, Ikhwanu Shayateen, and those are the brothers of Shaitan. Wakana Shaitanu lirabbihi kafura, and Shaitan is the first one who was kafura mean who was denying Allah, who was irrespectable, unthankful to Allah. So that is the thing. Similarly, if you look, if a person is just having a like relationship with someone, like if a person has some relationship with some of daughters of someone, sister of someone, then automatically the sister of that person or daughter of that person will have a relationship with some other one also. So what type of the purity you are promoting then? You have to look this one also. And the according to Islam, if you look Surah Baqarah, ayat number 223, Allah said, Nisaukum harsul lakum. Your women, your girls, they are your soils. Soil mean like the wife of a person is a soil, like the soil. Because in the soil, a farmer is just to plow. After plowing, they have to sow the seed and then water that one. And then and depends on Allah. Then Allah will grow the crops or plants. So that is the thing. But the Allah said, your women, they are like a soil. So soil is you have to put your seed in the soil, then that will grow in the form of your son or daughter automatically. So this is the thing. So you like to put your seed in the soil which is not related to you? Because that is automatically, if how is possible if a person is just to put the soil, put the seed or place the seed in the soil which is not belonging to that one? If you do in really in real world, if you sow soil and go to occupy some other person's soil, look, the person will kill you then. And that is many killing are you we listen from different places in the world that the people they killed because of the belonging of the soil or land. So similar is that, is it possible when you are just to place the seed in the soil which is not belonging to you and belongs to other person? Maybe that is the sister or the mom or the maybe the daughter of some other person. How is possible you are just putting your seed in that one which is not belong to you, not your wife? So is haram totally in Islam, completely. And that is the sign of a person who is crossing the limit of Islam and leaving to act upon the advice that is presented in Holy Quran. So is denying from the ayat of Holy Quran, denying from the sayings of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So automatically the relationship with Islam is going off. And even you can see when a person is in bad activity, is doing sexual evil, so that time iman of a person is not in that body from which body the person is doing bad activity. So that time iman is not there, that is off from the body, that has gone up somewhere, is at static position somewhere. But then when the bad work or ill practice, evil practice is completed, then the iman comes back to that person. How much small or big quantity, Allah knows how much small quantity that becomes. It comes back to the heart of the person. So at that time, when a person is doing sexual evil, iman is not in the body. If a person die that time, so straightway is death is without Islam. And then think what will happen there. And the last work or last activity or the last action or the last deed that the person is doing before death, that is the first job or first work for the next life that will start, the life of grave, or the that life after this world. So that is the first action for that one. The first action is counted. So the last action of this world, that will be the first action for the other world, which will be after closing eyes will start. So we are just to look what is our last action, last act or last work or last type of deed. So we have to look and make it more good so that we may live the nice life in the grave and and the day of judgment also. So this way we have to assess ourselves and look what type of sinful things already we have done. We have to request Allah for forgiveness and try to make the fear of Allah ittaqillah. So that is, we have to afraid of Allah. We must have a frightening of Allah, because Allah is watching us every time. So Allah is the greatest of all, and Allah can see when we are doing some bad activity. We must make ourselves pure and nice person and try to be a muttaqi person. And this way, according to the Allah's liking, Allah like those person who is more muttaqi among the people. This way Allah said, Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. And the liking of Allah is the most Allah like that person who is muttaqi. And similarly, we have to make more purified, because purification of the body and soul, and that makes a person to enter in Jannah. So like in Surah Shams, Allah said, Qad aflaha man zakkaha. So no doubt, indeed, that person is successful who purified himself. Man zakkaha, who has done tazkiyah, who has purified himself or herself. So the person who purified herself and he kept away all type of bad and evil practices, so that person is purified in the eyes of Allah, and that is successful will find the place in Jannah. We request Allah that Allah will give us a place in Jannah and save us from all types of bad custom and traditions. And we request Allah to bless us friendship of him and friendship of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and make our, O Allah, make our all activities and iman that is liked by you and Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, so that we may be in good eyes when we will face you at the day of judgment. Amin.